did.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. New camera, new microphone. Let's hope we don't have any more issues. We've got Brian Pate here today with us today. Pate.
It's okay.
Why? I've been saying Pate forever, and then someone told me it was different. I was like, "Are you serious? I've been messing his name up this whole time."
When I was a kid, they said Pate to make fun of me. Like,
oh. Man, let's start over. Look,
Okay.
I know who I remember. Rewind. Hey, we got Brian Pate in the house today with us again, coming back. Yeah, we're really glad you're here. Off market is one of those things that brokers kind of like, oh, it's dangerous, or what do I do? We do a lot of off market in this office.
I was a broker at this office.
Yeah, Brian was here for what, year and a half, something like that. But it's something that you need to know how to do. Obviously, there's proper paperwork. There's different dynamics, for all of that. Brian's been doing flips. He's been doing bursts. He's been doing investment. He's been doing everything.
Bought a 20-unit apartment building.
Nice.
So we kind of do everything now.
Yeah. So that's the cool thing about our office is that we have a lot of great people who love to share what they do, and that's what it's all about. So I'm gonna let Brian drive when I get the screen all set up. He's got some slides for us.
And it's gonna be kind of an easy flow today. If you guys have questions, just put your hand up. I can handle you, and then at the end, I can answer everything too. Yeah, and we'll just jump in. I'll kind of show you everything how I built my business. I started as a broker at the end of 2020. So I'm in my 6th year. Now we do 20 flips a year. We're building 2 dados this year. We're vertically integrated. We own our construction company. So I'll dive into all that, how you can leverage that as a broker to get more listings, more transactions. And if you want to get into investing, how I did it. Okay. So I can kind of break it down.
Yeah, if you can speak up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can bring it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Good? Cool. Call me out. I'm all here for it. All right.
Thanks, Brian.
Sweet. So we'll jump in on Brian Pate. I'm the owner of Destiny Home Buyers Group, Ace Homes, and Dark Horse Construction. Basically, it's a vertically integrated company, right? Where a lot of you might have seen some of our projects with Ace Homes. 3 months ago, we bought the construction company that does all of our products. So now it's vertically integrated. We'll dive into how that benefits you, but basically we do remodels for other people. We do upfront listing. Like if your client needs a roof, we'll front the roof, you can get the listing. We get paid at escrow. So we'll dive into all that. The cash buying company, we buy everything in this company and then we assign it into this company, or we bring an equity partner in. Just for structure to show volume. This company did about 80 transactions last year. So we bought 80 properties last year. We did anywhere, I don't know the exact number, depends on the timeline of 12-month period, but anywhere from 12 to 18 flips last year. We did a burr, bought an apartment building, and partnered on probably at least 10 new construction builds. And then Dark Horse Construction did about 70 total projects of rehabs and then new construction, and then countless like small lot jobs. So just kind of the volume we're doing right now and how we can help you guys. What's the button?
It's the right
one?
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. So this real quick, any broker that brings me any deals direct to seller, I'm going to buy them a Rolex, 5 or more, or equal value, whatever you want, right? And this is going to be within the year. So 2026, you bring us 5 deals direct to seller that we sign as you, the broker, you get your commission. We'll tally these internally and we're going to take care of that for you. All right. So I'm sure you guys know, there's a lot of deals that don't fall into like a traditional listing, right? Okay. Have you guys seen those before? So this could be our value add to you guys is we're going to be like the best cash buyer you've ever worked with. I'll break down the process and all that, but we keep it super simple. We internally underwrite all our deals. So if you bring a deal to us, like, let's just run an example. Like you call me, you're like, hey, Brian, I have a deal. I think it's a land development and it might work. I'm like, great. Email me over all the details you have. We're going to underwrite it. And then I'll deliver back with my calculator, my underwriting, and what my offer would be. So then you can go to your seller and present all the information. If you get them on board, we'll write the offer. And then we'll write your commission into the addendum of our offer that the seller will pay, right? Now, if we take this and we end up putting it into an ACE product, I'll even pay you guys a referral fee on the list back. So you won't have to list our product because full transparency, you probably don't want to list my product. I'm gonna call you every 30 seconds and drive you nuts because I'm just very specific. But I'll pay you 1.5% for just on the back end for bringing us that deal. Right. So there's ways that you can get paid 2 times with us. Just if I bring on an equity partner, I don't know, how they want to structure the listing, so I can never guarantee it. But I always want to take care of people and pay people. And then obviously where deals die, if it's not loanable, it's going to be tough. Not every buyer is certain, right? There's I'm sure you guys see a lot of people that call themselves investors, but they don't actually close on deals. That's how you lose a deal fast, right? So with us, we'll never make an offer that we don't feel confident that we can perform on. Now we're going to run our due diligence, and if we have to pivot, we're going to give you a heads up. We're going to explain why. We'll make a fair way to move forward. And if it doesn't make sense to move forward, we'll give you reasoning so we can release. We don't want to trap a seller, and we never want to do a deal that doesn't make sense for a seller. Like if you bring me a deal and we underwrite it and it's like, you know what, I think you guys should just list this. I'm going to tell you. I'm like, hey, this doesn't make sense for us to buy. There's money on the table for your seller. Actually go back to them, tell them we'll put a new roof on, so then you can go get a 3% commission, right? Anything like that, we'll figure it out together, but we never want to force a triangle into a circle into a square. We want circles and circles, triangles and triangles, right? And that will help your business and your reputation, because if you're bringing deals for us to buy that don't make sense, you're not doing the best by your client, and that's what we want, right? We want you guys doing the best by your client, so you can build your business. Because if you build your business, it'll help us build our business, and then we can do more business together. That's kind of the thought. So obviously, same stuff. Bear with me too. This is my second time presenting, so we're just shooting from the hip. But why brokers work with us? I think I probably did 20 something deals with brokers on off-market investment last year, just myself outside of my partner and the team that we have. People stick with us because we're very transparent, we're fast. Like if you send me a deal, I have an offer in your hand within 24 hours on a business day, 48 hours on a non-business day. Honestly, I have deals in my blood, so it's probably going to be 24 hours no matter what. We're going to protect your reputation. Because that's my biggest thing is when I started my broker business and I started investing is I wanted my name to mean everything, right? So I'm sure you guys feel the same way. You're proud, you're reputable, you're at John L. Scott, that's a big brokerage. Like you want to do right by people, we want to do the same thing. So we'll never ruin your reputation in a deal either. And if we have to pivot out or something comes up, we'll always over communicate, we'll get ahead of it so then everyone can be good. Right? You obviously can't control everything, but you can control how you react, how you take care of people, and how you move forward. Sweet. So same thing. We'll provide a proof of funds with every offer. It's an as-is cash purchase. There's no commission on our side. We'll tell you our numbers. So whatever number, like if you can get a 5% commission, and like I tell you, I'm at 800, and you can get a 5% commission, go get it. You can get a 7% commission, go get it. I just need my number. That's it, right? But anything else is fair. And then we'll share our calculators with our offers. We'll coach you through how to deliver them, all that. So it's going to be, you just go to the seller. This is why they can pick here. Here's the rehab budget. Here are the comps. They're looking at this percentage of ARV return. Here's some other products they've done. Here's the website. Makes it way easier to close when you have a strong brand and proof of concept and comps and actual projects rather than an investor that you're writing an offer for and they haven't done an investment deal in 14 months or they don't have a proof of concept, right? It carries the leverage a lot higher to be able to actually close that transaction. You'll be able to get better pricing. And when you do this with us, you'll learn. So you'll get better deals for yourself too in the future because you can frame it the right way as an investor would. All right. And then we're built obviously to work with Washington brokers. So, we have our title and escrow partners. We get discounted title and escrow. I think we get it for $500. So anyone that we use with, they'll have discounted escrow fees. We use MLS contracts, so it's going to be everything that you guys understand, terminology you understand, and if there's something in the contract you don't, just ask and we can explain, right? So properties we buy, single family, multifamily development. I would say the biggest thing we're going after for right now is single families for flip projects. Infill lots on the east side, South Snohomish, and then Dadu plays. We're building 3 Dadus right now. And I can email my buy box over to Eric. So then Eric has our specific buy box. But I can bring an equity partner into any deal. So if it's in Washington State, I probably know the guy or girl that would buy that deal with us. So don't be scared to send anything over. If it's not in our buy box, we'll tell you, right? Because we don't want to waste your time. We don't want to waste our time. We want to do more deals with good people. That's about it. Sweet. And then again, like we kind of talked about, when a cash sale doesn't make the most sense, we'll explain why. We'll give you pivots to make sure you get that listing. We'll aid you to get the listing, and then we'll throw our construction company in it to make sure you can add value to that, or just go list it, right? Like we won't ever want to force it. All right, and then we get into Dark Horse. So this is our construction company. We're going to partner with you guys at John L. Scott Kent. So we're going to front you guys up to $30,000 of any repairs on any listing you have. So like if you walk into your seller's house, we're going to be a preferred partner on that. What's that company called?
Market Ready Plus.
Yeah, we're going to be a preferred partner on Market Ready Plus. So you can just look us up and be in there. And at that point, there's no budget limit, right? But until we're in there, we'll front up to $30,000 for you guys. The only ask we have is that you have the property under contract to buy with an inspection period, or you have a listing agreement signed. So then when we go out there, we know that you have a pretty good shot. You have the deal either way. It just makes sense if they want to work with you. But like anywhere from new flooring, new paint, kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, you know, just any way you can leverage yourself to get more business. Do you think you'd be able to close more listings if you could walk in, offer them a new roof, new paint, you know, fix the inspection report, and they don't have to pay until they sell the house, right? That works pretty well. That's how I was able to get a lot of listings when I started, because all I had before was a sign in the yard and how to open the door. So this is a value prop. Cool. So with this,
Hey, Brian, is Darker, are they in there yet already for Market Ready Plus?
no, we're gonna. I
Okay.
think Jeremy's in
Get you
talk.
that.
Jeremy's in talk with the company, but any way to help, we'll throw it on there. But until we're on there, we can front you guys 30,000 on repairs, and I'll put the stuff in here too. So this is easy. This is the offers. Yeah, same thing. I think he put it out of order today. Frickin' add-on. Our typical close timeline on a cash deal is about 28 days. We can close as fast as like 7-10 days. But when we do the volume we do, like I'm buying 7 deals this month, we like to do 28 days or sooner, because like you guys know as brokers, it's better to over deliver and under promise. So we do our due diligence period or sooner, our closing dates or sooner. Once we have everything lined up, capital partners, everything, stocks, everything, then we can close super fast. But 28 days or sooner in this market is pretty good. Right. All right. How do you guys get paid on these? So again, we're going to write your commissions into the addendum 34. So like as an example, you said it was Quasi? Quasi. So let's say you brought us like a Kirkland flip, right? And we're buying it at $950. You'd be like, great. Purchase price $950. We'll put you in as the buyer broker or the seller broker, listing broker, whatever relationship you have. You just got to be direct to seller. And then in our addendum, we'll have all our off-market purchase agreement verbiage. And then it would say seller to pay broker 3% John L. Scott in your name at closing. So then we write your commission into any deal, and we won't go around you on that deal. So like, for example, they come back and go, well, I won't pay any commission. It's like, well, if you want us to buy it, you're going to pay him commission. And it's up for you guys to figure out that amount. So then it's on, well, we leave that up to the broker, right? Like your ability to negotiate your commission, go get it, right? So you can get anywhere to 1%. But I think if you do, you know, 5 deals a year with us at even 1% commission with, let's just say $700,000 price point average, you just made another, what's that? Like 30-40 grand a year. And if we keep it into ACE, you get list backs, right? So let's say the resale value is 1.1. Well, you just made another, what's that, $18,000. So that's the one way. If you bring 5 deals a year, you can conservatively make probably an extra $30,000 to $70,000. And that's before leveraging listings with the construction company. Like, yeah, if you leverage that construction company, I'm telling you, you'll get way more listings. You can do it with buyers too. They just got to be in contract to purchase. Like, if you guys run into, you walk buyers through houses and they're like, I like it, I just hate carpet. Or like, oh, this bathroom was updated, right? Leverage that. Because then you can get that paid out of escrow from the purchase. They don't have to do it in cash. Eric can explain this, but basically you just write it into your offer as a credit on top of the purchase price, and then the seller will pay our construction company at closing, and then we'll knock it out before they move in. So there's just creative ways to structure deals and financing, and we can help with all that, right?
long as the lender's good and,
Yep.
they approve it and they're not over their credits, I mean, obviously that's.
Yeah, and you want to verify all this, verify all this.
You explained that.
Well, you don't.
Sorry, I mean,
Yes.
I'm trying to understand.
He's doing like an invoice paid at closing.
Yeah,
Yes, it's 30 grand, right? And
well,
you're just-
it's up to that.
Well,
up to 30 grand. So then you're gonna just. these
So look at
invoices-
some carpet, so let's just say it's
Yeah.
carpet,
Yeah,
and the carpet is about $3,000.
Yeah.
sure.
So then we're gonna put it on the price, so the house is selling for $750.
Now it's
No.
750.
Three, got it.
maybe, if you have to raise it. It all depends on how you're negotiating with it.
Exactly.
Right,
It's gonna be a case by case scenario. You
Right.
still have to stay under the limits for the credits.
Right.
Look at that, cause the lender's gonna look at that as
You
the
mean the
credit.
credit, that's the thing I know.
Well,
Yeah, like,
well,
what do you mean? Like, you can't have
actually,
an inducement to buy.
You can have an invoice paid at closing. I
Yeah.
won't even show as a
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
to the buyer at all.
But the
So,
invoice at
but it
closing doesn't
depends.
necessarily.
It doesn't count as a
credit
credit, yeah.
No, it's.
Unless you
it's a-
say credit.
Yeah,
Right,
so,
yeah.
yeah, we're not doing anything with the loan on it. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Where they'll.
There's specific ways to.
Yeah, you've done it, a lot of times you'll do it with, the septic or something like that.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
do that,
yeah.
So invoice paid at closing, that's more or less the.
Thank you, sorry.
Oh, no, you're right. There's no pauses at all. I mean, this is all, I know this is for a lot of people, like a new concept and a lot of people something really familiar. And I try to say everything in third grade language, so I understand it. So if you need any questions or please ask and please, because I'm still learning too, right? Sweet. So how to send us deals? I'm gonna send this to Eric as well, and then I'll also give my personal email and cell phone. But if you guys scan this link, it'll ask questions, it'll submit right to an online form to me. That's our CRM phone number. So if you call or text that directly, it'll go straight to the CRM and that'll go straight to me as well. And then our team. And yeah, we'll get offers to you. I would say minimum 48 hours, most likely within 24. I'm pretty quick. So if I see it come in, I'll tell you, hey, I got this, I'm working on it, and I'll have it out to you tomorrow. Or I might ask a couple questions like occupancy, do they have an expected price? Do they have a timeline? Things of that nature. But we're quick, we'll move fast. Buyer fee. So this is what we touched on again. So it's the negotiation of the commission you can get the seller to pay up front for you bringing the buyer, right? And then if we put it into an ACE entity, you're getting a 1 to 1.5% commission on the back for sitting at home, right? Our last three Kirkland projects were all 1.45 and 1.48. So you would make $21,000 sitting at home on the back end listing, right? And you can co-list. We just like our in-house ACE listing broker to being the main broker because we like things done certain. Not that you couldn't do it, but it's just a lot of SOPs and preferences. Sweet. And then these are some of our products. Like you might have seen them, you might have not. This is in the Kirkland Highlands. We bought this for 1.38. We put 240,000 in, and it's sitting on market at 2 million. So if you have a buyer, let me know. This is the one that we bought this on market at 925. We put 170 in, and we just sold this for 148 within 6 days. And then this one, same thing. I don't know why Adam picked these three. This was a Rambler I have in Kirkland. I bought this at 770. Put 140 in, and it's been sitting for 6 months, but I found out I can build a dadu. So I'm actually condo converting the lot right now. I'm going to sell off that front house, and I just got a free lot in Kirkland to build a dadu on. So we'll make a good amount on that dadu, which makes that deal pretty good. Sweet. And then again, just kind of when to call us. If you feel like it doesn't, like they don't want to list, even if the house makes sense to list, that's the deal that we buy in cash, you know. If it in an estate or probate, we buy a lot of probate deals. Foreclosures, we deal with a lot of that. We can even help your clients extend their foreclosure too. So it's like loan modifications, we can connect them. At the end of the day, our biggest thing between all the companies is our value. We just want to help you. We want to add value. We don't want to take. And the more you give, you end up getting, right? But that's not the expectation. We just want to give value to get, right? Oh, I think that's it. Look at that. Cool. And then, yeah, I can answer any questions you guys have, or if you don't have any, no worries.
So all contracts are direct with sellers, so it can't be like we tied it up.
I'll buy those deals from you, but we won't underwrite those deals. So I'll
I see what you're saying.
so like if you have your own contract for assignment, if it's in my buy box, I'll 100% buy it. But those ones we're not going to do list backs, and that doesn't fall into the role listing, which is totally fine. We're a huge buyer, so we'd love to buy your deals if you have it signed. But if you don't also have to be direct to seller. I just don't want to get slammed with on market deals. I don't want to get slammed with the wholesaler, like, because I probably know the wholesaler, And then you can be broker to broker. If you bring me that broker's direct to seller, and same thing, we can commission structure it the same way. I'll do those deals, but ideally direct to seller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. But I'll buy your assignment deals all day.
Can you repeat,
Yeah.
if we have product, you buy, and then we get commission, but then is it when you put it back on the market?
Yeah. So
Can you go over that again?
yeah, I'll break it down. So basically, when we buy something, it doesn't automatically go into our ACE entity because there's certain buy box and characteristics that we want. Like we really only put those products in like A plus neighborhoods like Kirkland, Bothell, Bellevue, maybe North Renton, Edmonds, things of that nature, because we want to sell. That's a custom, one of a kind remodel flip to a high end buyer in a high end market. So like let's say example, we get a deal in Kent. No, nothing against Kent. I grew up in Federal Way, but I'm not putting those products and that brand in that market. So what I'll do is I'll bring on an equity partner. Well, they'll either want me to coach them on the flip, use my construction company, and then we split as partners the profit of that flip. When that happens, I can't guarantee a list back because that might be a broker. Yeah, that might be another investor that uses his team. So the only time I can guarantee that list back percentage for you is when it's an ACE product. So if you bring us the deal, no matter what, you're going to get your commission on the front end. If that falls into the ACE buy box, you'll get the listing referral on the back. But if it's an equity partner, I can't, just because I don't know how that's going to happen. But you're still going to get paid up front as if you had a normal investor, right? And I just started doing the list back percentage this year. I know a lot of people won't even do that on flips because a lot of them, they're just flipping themselves or they list themselves. Flipping margins are tight, but we have a pretty good system and, we've been doing pretty well with it. So like that Bellevue, we just had a Kirkland one that we just sold last week where she got a 3% at 915. So she made like 35 grand. She got paid 1.5 on the back. She just got paid 2 days ago. She's a single mom in her 40s. She's done 5 deals in the last 12 months, and she made more on that one deal than all her other 5 deals. She made like $55,000 on that one deal, and all she had to do was bring it to me. I walked it through. I had the offer the next day. She's done. She made half her year on that one deal.
You have a website?
Yeah, so there are big CRMs getting built, so we're revamping all our websites right now, so they're down. But if you go to acehomerenovation.com, that one's up, or destinyhomebuyersgroup.com, that one's up. But the main way to get a hold of us right now would be that screenshot or me personally. But if you go to destinyhomebuyers.com and submit it in there, that goes straight to my team. They'll call you. But they're used to more direct to seller than direct to broker, so I'm running those until I train them on it. But I can handle it.
And then do you have a list of requirements for your B box so we kind of know?
Yeah,
what we're getting into?
I'll get my buy box over to Eric.
Yeah, I'll
but
Or a buy box?
yeah, oh, no worries. If it was a B box, you wouldn't like it. But I would say with that too, I wouldn't limit it because we can bring on an equity partner basically any deal. But our specific buy box are things that'll be most likely, they're the ones most likely to be an ACE product. Right.
Do you guys do single family vacant lots? Are you
Yeah.
looking for bigger?
Yeah.
chunks?
Yeah, we do everything. So we do we do assemblage. I have a deal in Eastgate right now that we're getting, and we're probably actually gonna just put that in the ACE product, and it'll be our first big infill development. It'll be like a $3.4 million bill. So we do everything. So we have 2 daddy lots right now that we're building, about to break ground on, and then in Issaquah, we're keeping this one as a rental, but we're building 4 duplexes in downtown Issaquah as well. So we do development. We're newer to it, but we also partner with all the big people.
Do you do Pierce County at all?
We have. That's where we bought our building. But we do. Yeah. We've executed them for other clients with the construction company. We haven't built our own yet, but we built them for other people.
You mentioned that you're building dad dues or ad dues or whatever dues. Do you guys all the dues? Do you guys have like floor plans or anything like that, or
Like shareable or?
yeah, shareable, so that maybe we find somebody who has a lot and they actually want to have one built,
Yeah.
not necessarily sell the property.
So we can build that for them. Yeah, and we have architects, engineers that we work with, like we have everything. And like our construction team, we can handle up to like 15 flips at a time. We have 6 right now. We have room. And yeah, we basically we have all our in-house framers, we have an in-house designer, we have architects, we have engineers, we have every sub imaginable times like 5. So we actually just got named a Home Depot preferred installer partner as well. So like if Home Depot will put their name next to ours, we're probably pretty solid. So we're gonna start running all their flooring installs and start running all their HVAC, because we just bought an HVAC company last week and we're vertically integrated.
Nice. Any questions on Zoom?
I have a question. Hey, Brian, are you guys considering build opportunities around like the Linwood area, Linwood / border?
Yeah, I'll definitely look at it, because worst case scenario, we'll just underwrite it and we can bring on an equity partner. Like we have a full-time salary employee who is the head. Have you guys ever heard of MSR Builds?
Mhm.
So they've done like 400 units in the last 18 months. The guy that built their acquisition department is my dedicated underwriter. So he underwrites all our builds. So we could underwrite that for you, get an offer out, or just suggest what's the highest yield of the lot for you and the client.
Okay.
Anyone else on Zoom?
Sweet.
See,
There was, I think this might have been the older slide, because there was a contact for like Edgar, for Dark Horse.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It is.
It also could have been maybe. So I'll just email everything to you by tomorrow. So it's just nice and neat.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be probably the biggest value prop too before we end the call. Like when I was a broker and I was starting, I had no sphere. Like I grew up in a trailer park in Federal Way, graduated high school with 1.7 GPA, first person in my family to graduate high school. So when I got into real estate, they're like, the fuck are you doing? Right? Like, no one in my family owned a house. So my whole thought was, okay, well, how can I be separate? How can I be different? And my whole positioning was, okay, I'm just going to try to add as much value to people as I can and lead with that and work harder than people that I see, no comparison, and then just try to drive that. And it started by bringing these cash offers in. So I'd come to a listing appointment with an offer in hand. Who else is going to a listing appointment with an offer in hand? So then it goes, okay, you don't like that offer. Okay, well, here's the underwriting. I can list this for you, and I can obviously negotiate. I can get this offer up, or I can go here. So you just separate yourself from everyone else, right? And then when we brought in the construction aspect, it just made it basically got to a point where it's shooting fish in a barrel. I get a listing appointment and I'd be like, hey, I have 5 offers for you if you want to sell off market. If you don't, I'll remodel your kitchen, put a new roof on and redo your deck. You don't have to pay me until close, and I'll cover all listing costs. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, right? So you guys can now leverage all that, if you frame it right, into your listing appointment. And that's what will separate you right away. And you're probably already doing things like this, but this is just what I've done in my experience to get to where I was going. I mean, when I first started doing off market, I placed Strangers Medina lot off market. I sold it for 2.5 million in 2021. And then they were a huge builder. They're Chinese, KFS. They do like 10 builds a year. From then, they gave me all their new construction. I was selling $2 million houses in Chucks and jeans with rates 7%. No fucking idea what I was doing, right? So, but that all comes from these value prompts, and then just trying to figure it out. And part of my language, I'm a redneck.
So going back to your construction company.
Yeah.
Where you indicated you guys do $30,000 pay at close. Do you guys check their credit,
We'll just put a lien on side account, like a mechanic's loan. So then that way, for some reason, if they decide not to sell, when they do sell, we get reimbursed.
Eventually.
Yep. Ideally, that doesn't happen, but we have that as a security just in case.
That makes sense.
And then when we use
That's
the
what Market Ready Plus
Market
does.
Ready
They
does.
do the same thing.
But they also check your
They do.
And they have a
like that.
payment,
because I
right?
had
'Cause you're,
somebody who they
they're
had
taking the
all
money
the
out.
equity in the world, but because their credit sucked,
They won't
Yeah.
approve it. Yeah.
And it might be case by case, like we're pretty cool as long as they're not upside down, they're like a week from foreclosure or something.
Yeah.
Right, for the smaller amounts for us, like that $10,000 to $30,000 range, We can have a few that cook. It's not a big deal. Just because of the amount of volume we're bringing in, it'll be okay. And if they don't pay us, we can write the cost of the materials off as a loss in tax season anyways, and then we'll get paid eventually with that cost. Not ideal, but
Yeah,
there's always.
not like,
Right,
nothing,
not ideal.
you want it.
We don't plan to fail. We plan to win.
That's cool.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How can we help you find deals? How can you help us help you find deals?
Oh, man.
That's
This, okay, I'm glad that you asked this. So my favorite thing to tell people is there's no magic lead source. Like, you just gotta talk to people and structure deals the right way. I would research underwriting. I would buy a calculator, like a flip calculator. So then you can underwrite your own deals, play with the numbers, and then frame it to sellers the right way. How we get our deals right now is, we have 9 full-time cold callers that we feed our data to for our specific buy box. Those leads come in every day and we call, we do direct mail, we refresh the list for estate sales, foreclosures, lien violations, tax liens. So we do that. We have dialers where we put data in, we dial and just make offers. I mean, I probably get out 50 offers a week, just myself outside of the team. So it really, at the end of the day, it's just banging doors, hitting the phone, talking to people, structure deals, try to help them, right? Call your network, let people know you buy houses in cash. That's when I first started. I wasn't an investor, man. I was a broker that was just trying to help people, but I was like, hey, I do buy deals in cash because I knew how to bring investors in. And I would get deals from friends, from networking events, from brokers. They come in. My first ever assignment deal, I got on a canceled listing in Kirkland. I made $100,000 assignment deal. I was super happy I made calls that. So it's feasible anyway. I think the biggest, long story short, if I were a broker trying to get deals right now, I would tell my network I buy deals in cash, that I have investor clients. I just need to get paid a commission. I'd buy a dialer and I would get data, because then that's the cheapest way to do it. You can get a dialer for like $100, $200 a month. You can get a data subscription from like Deal Machine for $199. You pull and skip it. I'm not sure the cost of that. It might be like $500 to skip that list. You put it in a dialer, you record your voicemail, and it calls till someone picks up. If they don't answer, it leaves a voicemail for you. You hit the next one. You make 200 dials a day. There's no way you're not getting a deal in 30 days. You know, there's absolutely no way. That's how I would do it. And then I tell people at open houses, when you run open houses, knock the neighborhood. Same thing. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just getting out there and talking to people, solving problems. That's it. But I get asked all the time, like, what data set do you use? What caller do you use? There's no secret lead funnel, man. If I had it, I wouldn't be here. I'd still probably be here talking to you guys, but I'd probably be on the phone drinking the golden Kool-Aid from the lead funnel. Yeah.
So like, you used a new roof as an example,
Yeah.
and you know, if you get 3 different estimates, I mean, you could be looking at anywhere from like 8 grand to 18
Yeah.
or and up. You obviously you provide value doing the roof prior to closing. I mean, where do you think you guys fall? Are you kind of?
We'd be at a fair price where like it'll make sense for them to do it for the listing. We want them to get a return on a new roof. It's not like we're gonna charge them $30,000 for a new roof, because that's what they get by selling it, right? So we probably, my guess on a new roof for a client, depending on size of the house, would probably be like 15. But if they have competitive bids, right, you get 5 bids. If we can beat it, we'll just beat it. Especially for the value brokers, like people that we're partnered with, like we'll do more for you guys because you're partnered with us anyway. So it's, you know, the biggest thing is we want you guys to leverage us so you can get more business. And then on a byproduct, when you find the house and you send it to us, great, you know, but we don't expect it either. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still going to make money on the construction side, and we'll do deals together this year, next year, whenever it is. So we'll make sure, the biggest thing, we'll make sure we take care of your clients. And everything will be agreed upon beforehand too.
The $30 up front is when you have a listing and a buyer you're under contract with a buyer. So what if you're not under contract with a buyer and the listing you need?
Yeah, so you don't have to have a buyer for us to do the rehab. They just have to be listing the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
misunderstood that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's okay. And when we do it for buyers too, like if you have a buyer, right, and they can't find the exact house they want, but they found a house, but it has an outdated bathroom, they want to do a remodel, get an inspection period on it and let us come bid it during an inspection period, and then write that into an addendum in the new offer, right? You just adjust your offer. Hey, we got a quote to remodel the bathroom post-close. can we invoice, adjust the purchase price up 10 grand and we'll invoice that escrow to the construction company. And now it's all the same. The net's still the same for the seller.
Are you guys approved for like the 203K?
Yeah, we're licensed, bonded, insured. We have everything. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't, because I don't like lawsuits.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't like lawsuits. So I try to do it.
Allergic to lawsuits.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
But yeah, you have to be, Otherwise you can't get, you can't qualify.
Yeah, you can't you can't close on it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why we'll do the market ready too. Yeah.
You mentioned most of your business right now is in Kirkland. Is that where you guys are trying to stay in? That general
Yeah,
area?
that's our main buy box. My office is on Market Street. Kind of the thought of Ace is like, again, without being insensitive, I don't mean to, it's just the business model is I like selling custom, one of a kind, high-end products to markets that have the money for it. Because they don't really care about rates. They don't really care about anything. They just want that and they want it now. And we want to be the thing that they want now. But we'll do projects in every type of neighborhood. But for the flagship company, Ace, it's like South Snohomish, like Edmonds, Bothell, Kenmore, Kirkland, Bellevue, Redmond. We have a flip in Ballard, never flipping in Ballard again. I was 12 months red taped, never happening. I'll develop, but I mean, if you flip in Seattle, just be ready. But things of that nature. So, and it's flexible, right? Like if the deal is in a higher end in Renton, it's in like the Highlands, or in Newcastle, we'll ace that. But we'll do flips in every market. It just might be a different entity or a different equity partner. We've done flips in Texas. We've done flips in Arizona. Like we've done deals over there. I think we did just 15 deals in Texas this year alone, outside of the 70 or 80 we did in Washington. But we're going to go deep on Washington this year. We're going to quit doing out of state.
Harder to manage, probably.
Yeah, it's harder to manage. It's harder when you have like a team and you have to coach them on different verbiage. Because like in Texas, they do options periods. There's different terminology, different structures, how deals work. There's different ways to underwrite it. So it's like I'm working 6 times as hard to get a result when I could work just 1 time as hard and get the same, if not a bigger, greater, and a bigger blueprint in the state, right? Mm-hmm. Like my goal would be that we're like the #1 cash buyer in the state. We're legit, we're not some dude. My favorite line on the phone, I tell sellers, and you guys could use it here at John Scott, is I go, hey, I'm not like a dude sitting in his mom's basement. Like my office is on Market Street. We're a legitimate company. You can look us up. I can send you my last 5 projects. Like it goes a huge way. And that credibility. And if you're like bringing them to Ace, like that's a deal you want us to buy, you can leverage that brand. You say, hey, this buyer just sold 3 flips in Kirkland. Their office is on Market Street. This guy's not in his mom's basement, however you want to frame it.
How can we find your current listings? I know you mentioned you had a couple of them live.
Yeah, if you go look up my broker ID, Brian Pate, I'm listing 2 of them. Wally Haynes has one, and Sham is our main listing broker now, because to be honest, I'm done being a broker, man. I'm so over it. Like you guys can take all the broker business. I'm gonna run construction and the projects. That was my goal when I started. It's great, it's fun, but it's just, you guys know retail, servicing clients, it's fun, and then it's not sometimes. I'd rather work for myself, because at least that's fun.
Yeah.
I can deal with me a little bit.
You said we can find them under your list, your name, or?
Yeah, so there's a few different brokers right now. So it's me, Sham, and Molly Haynes.
Okay.
But I can also email the addresses. Yeah, I have a deal right now in Renton that is like, I'm shocked it hasn't sold yet. It's if you guys write down the address, it's 14866 154th.
Whoa. Is that?
14866 154th. It's like almost 200 days on market. It's a 3-2, 1,100 square foot. It's on a little bit of a busy road. It's like 20 feet off. We redid everything. It's brand new. The house next door came on market 60 days after us. It's the same exact floor plan, but it has a 1-car garage. Ours has an enclosed carport. That sold for $652 in 1 day. We're 100 and 200 days on market at $620.
No way.
And I get 10 showings a week. It's just because my theory on it is we listed in like August, so it sat through the summer and then the winter. So it has like the smelly kid syndrome with days on market is what I call it. So if you guys have buyers looking in Renton, that's the deal. And I'd be willing to sell that at like $599. We'll lose like 50 grand on it, but it's Tahoma School District, so it's better than Renton. If they want us to build a fence or customize anything, we'll do it. So that could be an easy commission for you guys.
What's happening with that lot behind there? My dad used to live on Jones Road there for 20
That
years.
is a environmental protection area because it's wetlands.
Yeah,
So nothing will be developed.
that's a busy road, man, too. That's a tough
Well,
little
that's,
road.
I totally get it. The house
Yeah.
next door sold in one day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm not buying busy resin.
Things you learn.
Yeah, learn the lesson once. And that's, I'm up here, I'm not perfect. I'm learning every day, right? And my whole thought is, how can I bring value? You guys help your business, you guys bring deals to us, help my business, and then we all win together.
All right, cool. Anything else for Brian?
Yeah, I just say thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Coming today.
Brian. Thank you, Brian. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. All right, Zoom people. Thanks for making it.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks so much.
Cool. I'll send you all that info.